Hello, YouTube. Saturday. I do believe it's October 12th. Playing in the garage. Stripping weed whackers. Got 4 of them to do. Yes, my fire's going. It's a little breezy outside. It's about 52 degrees Fahrenheit out here. Looks good, doesn't it? Eh? Strap fan. Somebody threw it out. Works just fine. We're on this side of the garage and she's 76 degrees in here. So that's not bad. It blows it around, as you know, all the way around. We have a little breeze outside. Yes, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt in the garage. I wander around out in shorts anyways. But that's what I'm doing. They can be a little bit of a headache, these guys here. But hey, I go after the hydro wire and the little copper motors that are in them. They do reveal a pretty good motor. I'll set you over here on my peanut pail. So I have so many pets to feed, you know. Can you see that all right? They're easy to take apart. Let the vise be your friend. Get about 100 screws on them. I take everything apart and I get every last piece of hydro wire. That was a good comment there. Scrapping together. He was saying his scrap mountain's bigger. I thought that was pretty funny. Yes, I will agree. Your scrap mountain is bigger. Mine's fresher. How's that? Brass plugs. We'll take them off. So we can pull the wire out either way. I'm going to cut half of it off. That way I can put the handle back on because I just throw it back in for the spread. If you don't take the handle off, you can't get the copper out. You know? Something like that. So it is Thanksgiving over here on the Canadian side of the bridge. Northern part of North America. I took yesterday off too from work, so it gives me a 4-day weekend. I got a lot of stuff done that I needed to do for myself yesterday. My wife was on holidays all week, which I didn't plan that very well either. I could have booked the week off too and just, you know. There. Now that's shred. I'll just toss it out the door for now. It'll go on my little mountain. This guy, yep, there he is. They always have a screw underneath to keep these things from spinning off on you. See, that's how that comes off. It's just plastic. In the garbage it goes. Yeah, there might be one hidden. Nope. Yeah, it's electric weed whacker, not battery operated, so lots of plastic, which is it down with so much crap. I just watched a new one of them. Scrap Kingdom put a new video out, and he was out driving the Dodge. I didn't think he would drive it anymore. He said he didn't trust it. Well, you bought it, drive it, right? Come on, let go. Let go, Mary. That's what I wanted you to do. You're just going to slide off. See, I go right down to the nitty gritty. A little piece of copper in there, a little piece of brass. I'll take that off. A little piece of brass clip too. I'm trying to get the thing off, but it wouldn't come off. It won't come off either. They slide sideways. I'll have to play with them later. Bam. The brush comes out the back side. Looks a little crusty rusty, but that's only because of the spring. The springs are steel. So now to get this guy off, I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze this one properly. It might be in your way a little bit. But I try and squeeze him by that part. Just keeps it from spinning. Then you just unscrew these things. This one don't want to unscrew. Come on. I guess it's not going to come off. Let's see what else is involved. They normally just unscrew. This guy, I'm thinking he's just pressed on. So we'll see if we can unpress him. Yeah, he's just pressed on. Bingo! Now we can access the screws that are holding everything together. Get out our lovely copper. Come on. Get out of there. Somebody's been living in this one. See, copper. Look how nice and shiny that is. See, there's only two sections. I'll take this one apart to show you how easy it is. I gotta get my rotor out of this thing. There we go. This one's going to be a little more difficult because he's really molded. So the ones that are overly difficult, I haven't decided if I'm going to turn them in as electric motors or if I'm going to cook them and strip them. I'm trying to get away from cooking and stripping because I'm married now, right? So I shouldn't be stripping. Yeah, I know. Cheap pun. Clean plastic, a little bit of wire. Bolts in here. They don't want to come out. In the shred bucket they go. I'll show you how easy these guys are to take apart. It's like a vacuum cleaner motor too. Not much to them. plastic underneath. Ends up being number 2 copper. So always try to straighten it out so it makes it easier to pull it out the other end. No tool required, no grinder, I mean. Like, sure I used a tool, but screwdriver, right? And you just pull them out. Sometimes they'll give you a hard time to bring part of the motor with. That's all these are, they're just plates. Little platelets. That's why my yard will not take them as number 1 steel, because they're not, they're just tin. So, you got your little bit of plastic on here. I always generally try to get that off. This one's actually going to stay on a little tougher. Come on. Huh. That's our first. I'm thinking it might have been cooked on here. Knife. A little slice. That way we clean it up a little bit. We don't want them to say, oh, that ain't clean enough. You only find out all this crap when you show up at the yard, right? So, we'll try to get it, because it's not number 1 copper. It's going to be number 2. But it is copper nonetheless. So in the copper hoard it goes. Yeah, there's just a little piece of tape holding that together. But that little piece of tape is fighting me. Tough little bugger you are, aren't you? Well, we'll just cut the whole thing. There, a couple slices down the side. Pops right off. Boom. Whoop. Not boom. Now it's boom. Little piece of wire. What do you got on your end there, huh? You got a little clip on there. There we go. Clean wire. Plug yet? Actually, I did that wrong. Cut the end off first. Insulated wire. Stuff's too thin to strip. I don't burn it. Just pull these guys out. Boom. Comes with the rest of the copper that's still in there. Where the hell did you go? Under the bench, of course. Where else? A little bit of plastic on there. Cut that off. The yard won't give me clean brass of this unless all that plastic is off. So I try to accommodate. The plastic's what held it in, right? There we go. So there's a little fur of number 2 copper. I just cut it off. It's not soldered on, it's crimped on, so it's good to go. Same with this one. Doesn't have any plastic on it. Always, unless you know for sure, check with a magnet. I have come across some of these that are steel. There's little buggers. But before I bring all my brass in, you're taking shit apart here, right? So before I bring it all in, I will dump it. Again, go through it, make sure there's no screws or anything that happen to pop into it. I have nowhere else to put this, so there's chances of something going in it, right? You get the little brushes yet to finish. Cut the little piece of brass off. I know it ain't much. It's a wee little piece of copper. But hey, where are you going to put it? Shred bucket? Then you can put it in your copper bucket. Right? It ain't going to make a difference in your copper bucket, but makes me sleep better at night knowing that it's not in the shred bucket. Oh, that one broke right off. Make sure the spring don't go in there. The other piece of copper. Boom. Now it's all clean except for these two little guys. These little clips don't want to come off. Let's see if we can get them off. We got another pair of side cutters here. Oh, they're really giving me a hard time, little bugger. It might be soldered. It might be why. Yep, it's soldered. Oh, can't have solder on it either. I cut that piece off. Now it's clean brass. That's why I couldn't pull them apart. It's just solder with a little bit of rubber on it. Looked like a clip. There, clean. So now all this is shred. Hence the reason for all my scrap buckets. So I don't know if I'm boring you enough. I got 3 more weed whackers to yank apart. They're right there. This looks like an old girl weed eater. Wow, I haven't seen one of them around in a while. It'll be a genuine copper motor. Looks like it might even have stainless steel screws in them. There's no rust on them. Back then when it didn't cost much. I don't know if that's even aluminum. Bar aluminum? Yes it is. So now I gotta take it all apart. So that's what I'll be doing. So, and then those two. There's another weed eater. Ha! 2 of them. Didn't even realize that. That's a Twist and Edge Plus. Ooh, special. That one's just a plain Jane. So that's how we're doing. Nice and warm in here. Got room. Everything was moved over there. I think you've seen all that. All my pails, that they were all stacking here. Well, I couldn't get her out, so everything's there. That's winter project. Transformers. Yeah. Two buckets of plugs. Copper motors. Rotor buckets. 2 buckets of rotors. They will be stripped. Transformers. I do believe there's some in that bucket too, and there's copper motors in that. The one I just took apart. See how there's only 2? It's not all the way around. They're like vacuum cleaner motors, so they'll be all simple. It won't take long to go through all those. Those solar lights are only in there because they do work. I didn't know where to put them without breaking them. They're glass and stainless, but they do work, so they're backups for what I have around the yard. I do like my solar lights. Microwave stuff obviously in there, you can see them, the magnetrons. This will be a treat, that vacuum motor. It'll have two turbos in it, because it's double. Plus this is cast aluminum, so that's a bonus. That's cast aluminum. And I'm pretty sure he'll be copper, because when they go that much cast and that heavy duty, he's a bigger one, stronger sucker. So that'd be that. So yeah, that's for when I have nothing outside. So right now I'm just trying to get this stuff taken apart so it's on the shred. I'm just slowly working on that pile little by little. We'll get her done. There you go. You can see that copper bucket. That's a 5-gallon pail. She's getting there. Start hoarding that. Those are rotors that I haven't decided, and that's strippable wire. It's got to come out of there too, because I have strippable wire somewhere else too. Where is it? But that's just so I don't put it with my insulated that I don't strip. There's more insulated I don't strip, but there's the heavier wire. But I haven't gone through any of that stuff outside yet. Here, we'll look through the window at it. See how far away my truck is? It's usually right up to here. But yeah, haven't touched any fans, any vacuums, any air conditioners, any microwaves. Haven't touched them. I've just been slowly picking at it. Yesterday was a nice mild day, but I had too much running around to do. That tub is filling up with stainless and some sheet aluminum. That's what's right there. Well, you saw me take the 2 dishwashers apart. I started. There's like 6 more there to take apart. I'm not going to drag them in. So if it's a little nicer out this afternoon, maybe I'll attack those. But right now I'm working on these guys, and we'll get them in and done. So yeah. Look at that, eh? The wife was in having something to drink last night. Well, we had the barbecue going. We sat in the garage, had the barbecue out the door there. Yes, I haven't had steak in I don't know how long. It was very good. It was prime rib steak on sale for $4 a pound. So we bought 2 just for supper. I figured we spent, what, $20 on... Oh, look at that. Here's my little furry pet. He just went under the stove. I think he's liking the heat. I knew I had one in here. Yeah, see how quickly you get distracted? He won't cook under the stove because the stove has a heat shield underneath it. So you can, one small dog we had poodles years ago. You can see the little shield, that little tin. So the floor itself does not get heated up. It'll be warm, but it won't be heated up because that's a reflector shield. So yeah, he's been a little guy attacking my Kleenex box. But I leave one up, so hey, you can't stop him from coming in an old garage, right? Doesn't matter how tight I think I have this sealed. My floor is cracked. One of these days, I don't know, I don't bring vehicles in, so you can see the cracks. He might be coming up through one of them cracks. Might have a way out. I have no idea. Who knows how he gets in and out, right? Like, this garage is not sealed by any means. So I'm making it so he doesn't chew on it. I used to have squirrels in here. Well, I got rid of them little beggars. They'd take a bigger hole to get in. I made sure I had screen. That back wall was kind of screwed up, so I put screen and everything wherever there was a hole. Because look what they did to this cord. I don't even know if that cord's any good. But they, if you look farther on the other end of it, they chewed it there too. I have a new cord for it. It is right here hanging up. But that table saw is just a table, so it doesn't matter. I got to take the motor out of it. I had it, well, but I have another one, so I don't need him. It's an old Rockwell 9-inch blade, so that's kind of not very useful. 9-inch, 10-inch is minimum. Now I think they're 12 or 14-inch. So yeah, we'll strip him down too, but right now he makes a good table, like this thing. That's been a very faithful, good find from scrapping. It works just fine. See, it's still full. It holds its charge. It had to boost this guy because I haven't used them all summer, and they got those cheap little lawnmower batteries in them. So boosted him up real good. He's boosted that thing before. He's boosted my own truck. Got an air compressor on the back of them, like somebody threw it out. I don't know why, but yeah, I myself would never have bought one of these. But now that I know how well that one works, I would buy one. Like even the little spotlight for on the side of the road, you know. See, works pretty good. It's got extra terminals there. Charge your phone if you need it. You just got to turn it on. This is a battery indicator. 2 red and a green shows it's fully charged. You turn this dial for the boosting part. And on the back side is the air compressor. The hose tucks into here. And it's just off on. See how easy it goes? And it takes a regular standard household outlet to charge it. So yeah, you take so many appliances apart and pull their cords off. I just needed a female terminal on it, and it works just fine. So the whole cost to this, whatever that costs to buy, the female. But I make little extension cords all the time. This one's fairly heavy. It's strong enough to charge it, so I think it came off of a water heater. It's about 12 or 14 gauge, I think. 14 gauge. There it is right there. 314. Right in the so it's good enough for this to charge it, right? And you usually need 12 or 10 gauge to run table saws and that, so, and air compressors. They require a little extra oomph. So that works. Yeah. Like free scrap. There's a lot in here. Stuff people throw out. This rolling cabinet. Stainless steel top. Comes in very handy. Didn't have any handles on the doors. Well, you find handles all the time. Oh, I forgot all about that was in there. That's a roll of aluminum. I have no idea what you would use it for. It was on that roller. The guy took it off the wall, said, here, take it. He was moving, so the brackets and everything are there. I don't know what it would be used for. But it's a nice little, it's a magnetic lock. So it's a little storage cupboard. I got other stuff thrown up there. This is everything you find scrapping. Like even these things, I don't know what they are. They're yeah, benchmark anvil cut. See, I never really looked at them. I just yeah. I don't know what you would use. Is that for pruning too? Like the blade doesn't look like it's in right. But yeah, whatever. It was thrown out. Everything under here was thrown out. This thing here, it's not a top of the name brand by any means. I don't know, made in Germany. It's not vice grip, but he had these things added to it. Looked like it was more or less to keep his truck antenna on the mirror bracket. But yeah, it was thrown out. So little stuff in here has been thrown out, and I don't know what to do with it. A big old wrench. Made by Gray, 1.25 inches. But look what it's got on the end of it. You know? But just stuff like that. That's in here. Chisels. Can always use chisels. So they're laying in here. These things I would no idea what to use them for. Screw in. Yeah, I got a couple of them. This is my old splitting axe. I'm trying to find a handle for them. They don't sell them in stores around here. Another big splitting wedge. Look at that. I think you could use that for knocking trees down. But just stuff like that I don't know what to do with, and I'm not going to throw them out, right? So I'm hoarding them. There you go. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting long-winded. 10 after 1 already. Got more stuff to do. Happy for you to watch. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm outside playing. I'm out of the wife's hair. She likes that. She wants to talk to me. She knows where I'm hiding. I'm in the garage. Drinking Pepsi. Boom. And away we go. I have to keep an eye on my pet here. I do have feed in here. I feed bird feed, see? That's one of the reasons why it's in a steel bucket. Little buggers knew how to get in. Another steel bucket. Shell. Peanuts in the shell. When you buy those, it says not for human consumption. Yeah, I eat them anyways. I like peanuts in the shell. And they're non-salted. So there you have it. Little ambiance. Have a nice day.